Okay, this next assignment goes quick. You're solving the system. You have two equations, okay? Y equals x second minus 7x minus 6. Y equals 8 minus 2x. So solving a system, I got to find the x, y, where these meet. That would be a parabola, that would be a line, okay? Now, maybe they intersect once. They probably intersect twice. Maybe they don't intersect at all. We're about to find out. Now, both these have y by themselves, so guess what? I'm going to pick I'll pick the first equation. That's how you should line it up. Y equals x squared minus 7x minus 6, okay? Actually, never mind, okay? Start with the one without the x squared. And you're going to replace your y with x squared minus 7x minus 6. I like the x squared over there, that's why I reset it. It wouldn't really matter, but I just like the x squared on the left. That's me. So basically, if they're both equal to y, they're equal to each other in the system. So that if I got y by himself and it's a system, then this equals this, okay? 8 minus 2x. Then you just solve like a regular equation to start out with, okay? So I've got an implied 1, that's A. That's B, that's C. C and B. So you got to get these over here. You put that with negative 6. You put that with your negative 7. So you got 1x squared, there's your A. Negative 7 plus 2 is negative 5x, that's your B. Minus 14, that's your C, and it's equal to 0. Okay, now we do our discriminant evaluation to see if I would factor. I think some of you know who are really good with your multiplication tables know it's going to factor. Some of you who are not great with them because they don't teach it in the elementary anymore probably want to use this, okay? Okay, 9, this should be manageable then. Okay, so GCF. Then the table with our parentheses. We want to always ask ourselves what A equals after we find it. 1, 5, 14 is 1. It'd be positive 1. You can't do X, so out with that. So A times C, negative 14. It's a positive times a negative, adding to negative 5. Doesn't take long to find it. It's not that. 2 and 7, bam. That even adds to negative 5. Don't have to change the sign. Now your A is the implied 1, so you can cross out the implied 1, and then it's just an x plus 2, x minus 2 type of problem. Okay. There wasn't a GCF, so F1, F2. Okay. So x plus 2 could equal 0, x minus 7 could equal 0. Now you're like, well, what do I put in the coordinate when I get two answers? Well, you make a second coordinate, okay, because it intersects twice. Because it'd be like, don't write this down, but it's like a parabola with a line going through it, so they intersect twice. We don't have time to actually do the graphing because I need to cut some lessons out here. So negative 2, positive 7. Now you're like, well, how am I going to get these answers? Take your simpler equation, okay? You can take either equation, but I like to take the linear one. And first I'm going to put negative 2 in for x, okay? So we got 8 minus 2 times negative 2. That's a negative 2 times negative 2, which is 4. You got to times first. And that equals 12, okay? So 12 goes with the negative 2. Now I just repeat the process with the 7, okay? So I'd take negative 2 times 7. You got to times first. That'd be negative 14. And that'd be negative 6. So those are the two coordinates where they meet. So again, you just set them equal to each other, line up the ABC, factor it. And when you get your two solutions, you plug them in. And you can even do it on the calculator here. You can plug in negative 2 second. Some of you are going to want to do this rather than write it all out. See, 12. Now if I put 7 in, -6, just like it says. And the other one's the same thing. Okay, we're going to do another one. And then that's it. Y equals -x second minus 2x plus 8. And then y equals x second minus 8x minus 12. Again, I'll add a second one if I have to. Okay, so if they're both equal to y, then both these expressions are equal to each other. So I would put the positive x squared first, the one with the positive x squared, because I like everything kind of to go over here. Plus 8, my bad. So that's an A, that's a B, that's a C. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C. So we have a place to put everything. So I add 1x squared to the 1x squared. I add 2x to the -8x. Then I minus 8 from the -12. And now I have 2x squared. It doesn't go x to the 4th, okay? The x to the 4th is a multiplication. That's for a multiplication operation where the powers are added, okay? Minus 6x, we haven't, and then minus 20 equals 0. Okay, now let's apply the discriminant. Okay, so A, B, C, so we got -6, A is 2, C is -20. I don't think this is going to be well, it'll be good for you guys because you kind of like the formula better than factoring. Nobody likes factoring, okay, except for me. Ooh, never mind, we are factoring, my bad. Got your hopes up just a little bit, didn't I? So GCF. And the table. 2, 6, and 20, those are all in the second row, man. It's positive 2 because A is positive. Remember, the GCF always matches the A coefficient. Alright, x squared, x, and nothing. So it's just 2 that gets factored out. But I do have a new ABC, so the implied 1 is my x squared. Minus 3x at your B minus 10. Okay. So 1 times -10 is -10. So it's a positive times a negative. And we're adding to try to make -3. Nope. 2 and 5. Yup. Okay, A is your implied 1, so you can ditch the 1 as long as it's an implied 1 and write it as x plus 2, x minus 5 equals 0. So for the factorization, we had a GCF of 2. Then this parentheses was rewritten as x plus 2, x minus 5 equals 0. Now that 2 is not even important because it doesn't have an x. The two factors I used to solve are here. So I subtract 2, I get -2. I add 5, I get positive 5. Okay, so you have 2 intersection points. -2, positive 5. Now plug those into one of the equations. It doesn't matter which one. We'll plug it into the one with the positive. Okay. So -2 raised to the second minus 8, -2 minus 12. Okay, so I got 8. If you want to check the other one, that's fine. Negative parentheses, -2 to the second, minus 2, -2, plus 8. Yeah, you got the same thing. Now put 5 in. 5 raised to the second, minus 8 times 5, minus 12. Okay, -27. Let's see if the other one's -27, just to be sure I did everything right. So -5 to the power of 2. Minus 2 times 5, and then plus 8. Okay, those must be the exact answers.